Hello, I'm Sean Spaulding, North County's tax and estate planning attorney. This presentation will quickly cover the role marital property agreements play in a typical estate plan. You may be wondering, what is a marital property agreement? Typically, these agreements are used to identify the character of spousal property before it is placed in a revocable living trust. These agreements are important in California because California is a community property state. Consequently, in California, there are three classifications of marital property: community property, which is acquired during marriage; separate property, gifts, inheritance, or property acquired before or after marriage; and quasi-community property, typically property acquired while married and living in another state. This is important because each type of marital property has unique ownership rights and therefore can affect how property is devised at death. Identifying the character of specific property can avoid disagreements between beneficiaries, saving time and money down the road. Let's look at a quick example. Deceased parent leaves real estate worth $500,000 to her adult child. The character of the property was never formally determined before death, but the child believed it was separate property. Now, step-parent argues the real estate was community property and that he is entitled to half. The difference between the property being separate property and community property is a staggering $250,000. With that much money on the line, it is likely this disagreement will end up in litigation, and family relationships will suffer. A marital property agreement avoids this result by memorializing the spouse's agreement to the character of property before death, leaving little to no room for a subsequent claim after death. Although these agreements are extremely helpful when settling an estate at death, they should be completed by a licensed attorney because there is some crossover into family law, particularly how property rights may be affected in the event of a divorce. Thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation. I hope it was a helpful description of marital property agreements. Remember, this presentation is not a substitute for speaking with a licensed attorney. It is only meant to describe some of the considerations when setting up your estate plan. I recommend that you view my other presentations, and if you have any comments or questions, please feel free to contact me through phone or email. I provide free, no-obligation consultations in order to get you set up with the right estate plan. I do this because I am truly passionate about helping protect families from added pain and stress during a time that should be reserved for remembrance and mourning. Thank you again and have a wonderful day.